Can I go live
All
here?
right, we are live over here. Lorenzo's just gonna click go live on his Instagram once it's ready. Is it ready?
I think so. Yep. Oh, I see it loading. There we go. Believe
All
we're live.
right. Well, hello, everybody. So we are live on both of our accounts today. So we're just gonna do a little quick introduction. So I am Haley. You can probably hear my screaming child in the background. I apologize. I've been a nurse for 9 years, and I've been in high ticket sales for almost 1 year. To be 1 year in April.
Wow, congratulations. My name is Lorenzo. Before this, I'll get into my story a little bit later, but I've been a part of this high ticket affiliate marketing business and program for 10 years now. Had an amazing run my first 5 years, and lately, these last 5 years, I have been in the mergers and acquisition business in the IT space. And, I had this full-time job for 6 years, but I got introduced to freedom through this company of high ticket affiliate marketing. And, there's just a big difference between having a job that you trade your time for money for an hourly wage and having your own business that you have unlimited earning potential and that you have leverage and a team that can help you. So it's not even all your own time and efforts. So the leverage you get back from your own business compared to having your own job where you trade your time for money is just a night and day difference.
Yeah, it truly is a night and day difference. And so I have never done anything like business wise before joining this. And so, like, fill me in a little bit. Rewind like 10 years, right? So,
Mhm, mhm.
how did you first get introduced to high ticket sales? And, like, why did you start the business?
Yeah, great question. So I love sharing my story. So, sheesh, going back 10 years ago now, we're in 2026 right now. I got started with this program in 2016. But before I got involved with this, I was, an athlete my whole life, grew up playing different sports, fell in love with soccer, ended up having a goal to play college soccer, and ended up playing at my university for my first 2 years. And my goal in college was really to become a professional soccer player. That's all I really had my sights on. And then, I didn't really think about my career or a job. I was just like, I just want to play sports, do something I love. And,
Mhm.
that lifestyle looks fun. And
Yeah.
so after my sophomore year, I actually got let go of the team.
Mhm.
And it felt like my dream got taken away. I was lost, did not know what I wanted to do with my life. First 2 years in college while playing sports and being a full-time student, I was working hourly wage jobs at Costco, at different restaurants as a busser. I didn't even make it to server because I didn't want to spend my time memorizing the menus. And so, when I got let go of the soccer team, literally, it felt like my dream was taken away. Didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, felt lost. And, I know I didn't want a job for the rest of my life, right? With the experience that I was having with the hourly wage jobs, and I would say just kind of dead end jobs. It's not really tapping into your purpose. And so, I know I didn't have aspirations for a job for 45 years, for 9 to 5, etc. And so I basically prayed to God because I was pretty hopeless, and I prayed for an opportunity that I could be as passionate about as I was for soccer and sports,
Mhm.
with an unlimited earning potential, income earning potential. And so then a few weeks later, God introduced me to business, introduced me to network marketing specifically. And, the way I got introduced to it, some kid at the time, he was 18, I was 19. He was like, "Hey, you want to come check out my business?" I was like, "How old are you? You're 18 and you have your own business?"
Right.
"Yeah, I want to come check it out." And
Mhm.
so I ended up going to check it out. I had no idea what I was checking out. I just knew business, possible income,
Mhm.
producing, opportunity. And
Mhm.
so I checked it out, and it blew my mind. It just turned my world into unlimited potential because
Mhm.
I realized a job isn't the only way to make money, right? I was going to college to learn how to get a job. And I didn't know there was other ways to make money at the time because both my parents were employees growing up. And
Mhm.
so I literally learned about business and how basically this is a vehicle that can take you to your dreams with freedom and something you can be passionate about. The type of people that come to check these things out, they're hungry to learn more, they're hungry to grow, they're hungry to make a change in their life and for
Mhm.
their family's life. And so I loved this environment because in college, people go to class and they're not as excited as people coming to learn how to make money. And
Like,
so and so basically, fast forward through my story real quick, just to get through it, make a long
mhm.
story short.
Mhm.
I got involved with that company. It took me 3 months to get involved. I learned it. went through the motions, learned skills that could pay the bills, but I did not make any money, right? I did not make any sales, but I was showing up. I was willing to learn. I learned literal skills that make me more valuable in the marketplace. And yeah,
Mhm.
maybe I didn't make money, but that experience taught me to, and it gave me the opportunity I'm in now. So with those skills, you know, I didn't end up sticking with that company. Tried a few different industries. I sold like online mall stuff, life insurance, and I was doing it like a year trial at a time, really trying to get into it. And but basically, I wasn't passionate about those things. So it's important to find something you're passionate about, can get behind, and that you believe in, and a company with a product with the right people, right? And so 3 years into that journey, investing into different businesses, not making any money, but learning valuable skills. Then I get introduced to this opportunity that we are in today.
Mhm.
And this opportunity was better than every single thing that I checked out before, in terms of the money you can make, in
Mhm.
terms of it being more affordable and cheaper, and just the leverage. And just there's a big difference between high ticket sales with a broker business model compared to a low ticket opportunity with that you have to make all the sales yourself. And
Yeah.
so basically, I saw this opportunity that me and you are both in today,
Mhm.
and it blew my mind, turned my world upside down, and made me start questioning everything in my life. One, because the product, we use it every day, just we weren't educated on it. And so
Mhm.
once you see, it's going to blow your mind, make you question everything in your life. And then the second thing is the business opportunity, and that's what I was originally looking for, right? An opportunity that I could change my life with financially and
Mhm.
have freedom and fulfillment at the same time. And so basically, I got started with this opportunity. And within my first 3 months, I made my first sale, right? Remember with the other opportunities, I was trying for 3 years. I didn't make any sales. I didn't make no money. But with this opportunity, right, I was able to leverage social media and the system that we have in place and the coaches that we have to support us. And basically, someone reached out on social media and ended up going through, the funnels and the land and the basically the explanations of our program. They ended up getting started. My coach got them started for me because I didn't know what I was doing right in the beginning. And so my coach with the experience helped the new person get started. He calls me up and says, "Hey, how does it feel to make money without doing much?" I was like, "What do you mean?" "Yeah, the person who joined your webinar, they booked a coaching call and we got them started under your account. So you're going to get paid commissions." And I was like, and I got paid over like $1,000 for this. This is my first time ever making money outside of a job. I was literally in the gym, posting on an Instagram story, check out this opportunity. 3 people joined, one person got started with our trifecta package. And from there was a shift in my belief in for my
Mhm.
life that wow, this is the way that I can create freedom outside of a job. This is how people are making money online. It's not a scam. This really works. People are actually doing this. Like I had
Mhm.
such a big realization at that time. And then, fast forward 4.5 years later after that, I hit the top rank in the company, hit 6A, and basically from there hit my $10,000 month while working part time on the side of my full time job, and took a whole week off in that month that I hit it, and was still able to hit over $10,000 in a month.
Mhm.
And basically from there, I took my foot off the gas pedal because I hit my goal. I wanted to hit the top promotion. I wanted to hit $10,000, and basically, when you build a team, they still continue to produce. So I took my foot off the gas pedal and found myself in a new opportunity these last 6 years. But you know, a job won't give you like with this business. And I know I'm talking a lot here, Haley.
You're okay. You're okay. I'm just soaking it all in.
And then with this business, right, you can build it in the beginning, really seriously, and you can continue getting paid for many years to come, as opposed to a job where you show up, you get paid, and if you don't show up again, you're not going to get paid. And so that's the biggest difference in realization, and why I'm coming back to launch my business, and I'm really excited for it, and connecting with like-minded people like you. Like when I got to know you, when we got introduced last month at that conference,
Mhm.
your mindset, your drive, your ambition, it's magnetic, it's contagious, and I appreciate you reaching out and wanting to collab.
Yeah, yeah, no problem for sure. Well, I love to get to know the other people like within this business and really kind of understand like their why. Like, why did you want to change? Why do you want to do something different? So, thank you so much for sharing your story. I really appreciate that. And so, like, a couple things. So, you like worked this business through social media for what did you say, like 4 years or something, and then
Hmm.
you got like your first 10K month, right?
Mhm,
You said?
mhm.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, what's really cool, okay, so Lorenzo is on, like, a different, I don't know how to word that and not sound like
Different leader.
under a
Different
different.
leader.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
whatever. Okay, so essentially, he was brought in and introduced to this business through a different group of people. All right,
10 years ago.
10 years ago. So, like, think of how different things are 10 years ago versus right now, today, right? And so, like, I work closely with a group of women. We are in what's called Bab Society, right? And so we have really learned how to like collapse the timelines, right? On like which and how we are making the money that we make. So like took Lorenzo like 10 years ago, took him 4 years to have his first 10K month. Here we're doing that like within our first 4 months, right? Like we really teach how to leverage social media, right? How to find your ideal people that you want to have, one as business partners, right?
Mhm.
Two, who are you going to sell the products to, right? And like really truly how to run your business. And like the leadership and the mentorship is just phenomenal. And I think that like just the brief time that Lorenzo and I have like spoken about the business and talked about things, like we've both really opened each other's minds to like different ways of running the business. So like
Mhm.
having a funnel and talking about like a funnel type of a thing, like that's new. Like I don't really have that. Like, yes, I have a link that people can like click and like fill out a form, but it's not like a funnel type of a situation. So I am definitely going to look more into that and learn more about that. Um,
Yeah, and I've been looking at you build your business online, and
mhm,
you are just pumping out content. You're doing the actions that
yeah,
it takes
yep,
to bring in lead generation.
yeah,
And that's basically how
mhm,
and you touched on a good point, like, right? So I started 10 years ago. Sounds like freaking
mhm.
dinosaur days now.
Yes, it does, it does.
And so the method of building back then, like it was, we just started doing online things. Like the systems we have now compared to back then
Mhm.
are totally upgraded, way more automated,
Yeah,
and a lot prettier as well.
yeah,
And in the beginning, when I started to build, we were learning how to do it in person. Like, so
mhm,
we were doing it belly to belly,
yeah,
just packing in person events out.
yes,
And so that's really how I started when I was in college. And
mhm,
but I was seeing people making money. Like this was kind of the beginning of people making money on social media. And so I was just in college, just like watching this online, and I was like, "That's what I want. That's what I want." And it
yeah,
took me 3 years just to find this opportunity, and then no one was doing it online yet, so I kind of was just pioneering my way through. And now connecting with you guys, I'm excited to learn how you guys are doing your online methods as well, because yeah, it's great to collaborate and better
yeah,
our businesses together.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I really enjoy that as well. And so,
And
like,
I have a question for you, if it's all right. Can
yeah,
you tell me a little more about your story, what you were doing before you got involved with this, and why
yes,
you got started, and how it's going for you?
yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's see here. In November of 2024, I got a new job, a new nursing job. I'd been at the same job for 6.5 years or more, or something like that. And I was really just feeling tapped out. Like I felt like I wasn't growing anymore as a person. I was really kind of lost. I didn't know who I was outside of like being a mother, and I was just like having an identity crisis. So got a new job in November. Then in like January something of 2025, I started seeing a girl I went to college with post on social media. She was hella pregnant. I mean, like hugely pregnant with her fourth child. She was working as a registered nurse and going to NP school. And I'm like, okay, what the heck? She just made like 7K in a month. I'm like, what is happening here? Like, okay, if she can do that, I can do that. Like, I need to know more. And so
Mhm.
I think I waited until like April, and then I reached out to her. I'm like, tell me a little bit more. What's going on? And kind
Nice.
of like the tipping point for me on like why I reached out to her then was is we just got our taxes done. And for that would have been the third year in a row that our CPA was like, "Hey, are you gonna start a college account for your daughter?" And I was like, "Ooh, I don't think I can afford to do that." Like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think that I can because we just moved into a house. We drained our savings in this 100-year-old house. The first fall, our entire sewer went out. So that was $18,000 out of our pocket. Had to fix that. Then we had to get shingles and then we had to get flooring. And it was literally like 30 some $1,000s of cash that we had saved up that got dumped into this house and we had like nothing.
Yeah.
And so when I realized that I didn't have the ability to save for my daughter's college, I was like, I got to figure out something. I have to. So I reached out to her and she asked me like some questions, right? She was like, okay, like, why are you wanting to do this? What is your freedom number? And at that point, I'm like, I have no idea. I have no idea what a freedom number is. What are you talking about? Well, essentially, that's like the amount of money that you would want to bring in every single month that would allow you to pay all of your bills, invest if you wanted to, have enough to save for retirement and your child's college, and plus go on vacation and like all this kind of stuff. And I like couldn't even come up with a number. I'm like, I don't know. Then she got me over to watch a master class. I booked a call with her. I was so nervous, but after I watched the master class, I had to watch it again and again and again and again. I watched it like 5 times and I wrote down notes and I was just like sold. I was literally sold. And so hopped on a call with her and her mentor, Riley, and never looked back, honestly. Never looked back after that.
Amazing. So tell me what it was like after you got started. Was it everything you expected? Was it harder
So
than you thought? Like just a little firsthand experience.
yeah. So like the way that our mentorship works with us is when you join, we get like a week's worth of daily emails, kind of like slowly introducing you to the business. Like, hey, we're gonna do this on your social media today. You're gonna read like, or you're gonna listen to like this audiobook for this week, and you're gonna start doing these trainings. Okay. And then
Mhm.
our trainings are split up into like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and a bunch of other things. And so really phase 1 is just figuring out who are you advertising to? Who is your ideal
Mhm.
client? Right? What is your online identity going to be? And like
Yeah.
all of that. And then like how to create content and go from there. And then when you get like leads, we have your like direct one-on-one mentor that like helps you with that, right? Like
Mhm.
helps you have
Mhm.
conversations, helps you book a call, right? Then I hopped on a call with her and I literally just sat back there with like my pen and paper and like took notes while she's like closing calls for me. Uh,
Mhm.
and in honest to God, I'm not going to say like what I do in this business is easy, right? Because it's learning something new. It's learning about finances. It's learning about technology, whatever stuff, right?
Learning new
But
skills
it's
that could pay the bills.
right,
Mhm.
but it's a hell of a lot simpler than being a nurse. Hell of a lot simpler, right? Nobody's lives are in my hands. I'm not having to do a bunch of freaking math that if I'm off by a decimal point could kill somebody. Like I'm doing it from my house with my daughter. Like I'm not away from her for, 13 hours a day. Like it's a hell of a lot simpler. And
Mhm.
yeah, sure, there are some days where I'm frustrated and like whatever with the business, but it's nothing like being away from home, not getting paid enough. Like literally the other day, I cashed $2,000 and put that in the bank, and that was passive income. Like literally passive income from this business. Whereas I worked 48 hours as a nurse and made less than that. Only brought home $1,600. Like what? Like
I
literally
know.
those shifts were so hard. I'm pretty sure I cried after a couple of them. Like I only got paid $1,600. So
It's
like
so crazy.
it may not be easy, but it's simple.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Love putting it that way. It's not easy, it's simple. And
Mhm,
yeah, when once you experience a check from this company
mhm,
and you see the size of it and the
mhm,
work that you did for it
mhm.
compared to the 40-hour weeks that we put in
Yeah,
at work for, 44 hours, and then
mhm,
you still make maybe less than what you made on a full sale.
exactly.
It's crazy. So once you get introduced to a better way of making money, you can't really go
Mhm.
back. Like once you
Yeah,
know, you know.
yeah, once you know, literally.
And so what is one of the biggest benefits for you that you've experienced so far since being a part of this, like for your life?
Oh my gosh. Well, there's a lot, but number 1 is mindset, okay? Like, we push so hard in this business, it's 90% mindset, 10% work. Like, if you've never been an entrepreneur before, like, oof. That is something. But like also just we focus so much on like manifestation and vibrations and like quantum physics. Like I've learned so much about all that kind of stuff. But essentially
Hmm.
like just the woman that I've become since meeting this group of people, it's like I'm a completely different person, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm happier. I am more go with the flow. I feel like I'm more present. And yes, that's some mindset work, but also like I'm physically more present. Like instead of
Mhm.
having to work more hours at the hospital, and like if you've ever worked in a hospital or like if you're in healthcare and you're watching this, like you know what I'm talking about when I say like you have like a hangover after working. Like I worked 4 days in a row, 13 plus hour shifts this last weekend. I'm telling you, I was dehydrated and malnourished, and every muscle in my body hurt, right? Like at that point, like I'm not nice to anyone. I'm not nice to my daughter, or like my dog's annoying me, right? Like when I'm that tired and irritable, it's like,
Yeah.
like I didn't like who I was. But like whenever I can, when I can make more money from being at home than picking up those extra shifts, like I am a better person all around. Like I'm not as irritable.
Yeah. And what has this business allowed you to do so far, as in like compared to when you didn't have this in your life?
Like you're talking like financially, like that, or what do you mean?
I, you mentioned you were able to reduce the amount of days you work as
Mhm.
well for your job.
Yeah, yeah. And so I work only 8 days a month, and it's a repeating 6 week schedule. So there's like 2 weekends out of there where I will work 4 days in a row, which suck. Right. But that's only 2 weekends. Right. So the rest of it is off. So not having to, yeah, work like full time at the hospital is amazing. Also, I 100% believe that it is through manifestation, right? That I literally have like the best schedule. Okay. Because I did not ask for straight days at the hospital. Prior to like 3 months ago, I was still doing day shift and night shift and flipping back and forth. Okay.
Hmm.
And then I never asked my boss for anything. I was just like, okay, I'm just going to have to suck it up. It's how it is. But I'd really been working on like manifesting, my dream life, and increasing my energetic like maximums as far as like what I can hold for money.
Hmm.
And literally I got an email and it was like, hey Haley, we're gonna be like putting out this new block schedule. You're gonna be like straight days in the ER. How does that sound? And I was like, yes, yes,
That's
I
what
will
you
take it. I will
wanted.
do it. Yeah.
Nice.
And so that was really fun. I got to go to California. Like, what was that? Last month. That was my first time ever being in
Hmm.
California. That
Let's
was
go.
crazy. It was also my first time flying by myself. I was scared.
Mm.
Not of flying, but of like being alone, right? I'm
Yeah.
like,
Hmm.
okay, where am I going in this airport? Literally landed in Minneapolis at like, I don't know, 9 p.m. And I had to go from one end to the other end. And I was like, what? What?
Okay. Another question for you.
Yeah.
So, like, before you got involved with this community
Hmm.
and learning about the mindset and the coaching that they give you,
Hmm.
so you must feel more in control and command of your life through your mind to an extent. And so, like, tell me about the difference between that before you got in this, your mindset level and being in control and command of your life compared to now with the raising your awareness.
Yeah, yeah. So definitely like in the moment back then, I didn't like really realize that anything was wrong, right? It was just kind of like I'm crabby because I'm tired and like blah blah blah. But like my body was in constant fight or flight. Like literally. All like my hips were tight, like I was in fight or flight all the time. Um and so I also like didn't I don't want to say that I didn't believe in something more because like okay, I was raised Lutheran, whatever, 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 okay? Like obviously there's something more out there. But like after being with a group of people that really truly believe in spirituality, and I'm not just talking like God, but like you can call it whatever you want, God, universe,
Energy.
whatever, energy, okay? Like opening my mind to that opened my mind to like, okay, there is more, but what is that? right? And then that
Mhm.
opened my mind to like, okay, the different vibrations. So like the high, middle, and the low. Okay, so like what is that? And then that opened my mind to like the quantum physics route of it, of like actual, like truly like the vibrations and like that there are literally an infinity amount of like options of where you're going to go and how time is not linear, it is stacked and da da da. Like I go on and on and on. But essentially, I was crabby and not happy with my life, and I didn't know who I was as a person. And like, just honestly, I feel like it was a quantum leap of some sort because I don't know honestly how else to explain it because I am not even close to the same person that I was a year ago. And it was all
Mhm.
from one decision. It was all just from messaging Jess and being like, "What are you doing?" Because yeah, I could talk about how the money is so great and the money, 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 but like honestly, you're not just happy because of money, right?
Mm-mm.
Like
Mm-mm.
it's more than that. And I'm just so thankful every day for this community, honestly.
It's almost like being right. It's not about the money, but like it's about the vehicle you're in that actually gives you the possibility of being free and fulfilled. Like,
Yeah, like
like
it's the opportunities that the money allows you to have, right? Yeah? Is that what you're
Yeah,
trying?
it's like yeah, exactly. It's like you're tapping into something that could give you the unlimited potential that we all want.
Yeah. Yeah.
As opposed
Mhm.
to a job where we're super limited. You can only earn this much. You can only take this much time off. You
Well,
basically got to live here.
exactly. Like, no matter how hard I work in those 13 hours I'm at the hospital, no matter how many patients I see, no matter how much crazy shit I do, I don't make any more money. Like, I don't, right? Like, "Oh, your, like, Christmas bonus this year," right? I think it was, like, a gift card maybe for, like, the gas station. It was either, like, a Cenex gift card or, like it was something like that. Like,
Yeah,
"You're
yeah.
welcome. You're welcome."
Yeah. And then compared to going super hard in your business,
Mhm.
like let's say you work your job 13 hours, but then you work your business 13 hours. You can make way more in those 13 hours than you could at your job because yeah, you're capped at your job. In your business, you're
Mhm.
not capped.
Well, okay, and so that's just another thing I'm gonna say here. Like, I can't imagine working this business for 13 hours straight. If I did, I'd probably be like freaking a millionaire by now if I did. But I'm telling you,
Right.
as a busy mom, like I'm putting in maybe 3 hours a day, max.
Mhm,
Like that's all
mhm.
that I'm doing. And yeah, should I maybe do more if I want to make more money faster? Sure, sure. But like you don't have to because this business literally allows you to make like with how we bring you in like Bab society, right? You can make $2,565 on your first sale.
Mhm.
So like that is how we're collapsing the timeline here on like how you can make the money that you make here is like it's insane.
Yeah.
Literally
Mhm.
insane.
So for anybody interested or who's stuck in what they got going on and they never heard of an opportunity like this, what would you tell them?
Oh my gosh. Just ask. Just
Mm,
reach out and ask for the information. Getting the information is literally doesn't cost you anything, right? Maybe you'll have to book a Zoom call. Is that the end of the world? No. No, it's not the end of the world, right? Because like you can watch a masterclass and it's going to answer a lot of questions, but it's not going to answer everything for you. And
mhm,
like it's not going to hurt you to get the information and to look at it and to think about it. It's really not.
mhm.
Because
And
chances are, once you see those numbers and you see the, like, the layout, like, you're gonna fall in love with the business model.
it's true. It's true. It's attractive.
Yeah.
And so for you, what's kind of your vision now with where you're at in the business and you're working your 8 days? Like what's ahead?
Oh my gosh. Well, here in North Dakota, the snow is just melting. So my goal for the summer is to be outside as much as possible and to go to our cabin as much as possible, right? And so like not having to work at the hospital, phenomenal, right? So keep running my business, spend as much time outside and with my daughter as possible, and really just live like the life that I want to live, right? Like slow mornings, drinking my coffee, doing yoga, and like meditation and just like living a slow life is really like my goal. And it's because of this business that I can actually like do that.
Yes. And so for someone who had no business experience in the past, similar to you, sounds like
Yeah.
this, and now you owning and having your own business and
Mhm,
making money with it, being
mhm.
successful, what do you tell the person who has no business experience, no sales experience, and doesn't think they can do this, but wants a better life?
Honestly, if I can do this, I'm a nurse through and through, zero business at all, right? Like if you can plug into a one-on-one mentorship, if you can plug into the training and be taught how to do it, right? Like you're going to be successful. Like here we like to say as long as you are consistent, coachable and willing to put in the work, like you can be successful because you can learn how to do things, right? You can learn a new skill, you can learn a new task. And if you have 3 hours of your day you can put into this business, you will be successful. Like,
Hmm.
we've proven it over and over and over again. Like, reach out to me. I'll throw you in our Facebook group. Like, every single day, women are popping off and having sales, and they're posted in there. Like, you can see them. Like, it's phenomenal. And you just have to, you just have to go for it, honestly. Like, because you can talk yourself out of it over and over and over again. But, like, is that going to help you out in the future? Is that going to get you to your goals? Is that going to help you achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve in life? Probably not.
Hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, thank you so much, Haley, for dropping that fire.
Yes, yes, no problem. Well, thank you everybody for watching. If you are interested in learning more about our high ticket affiliate marketing business, reach out to either one of us, send us a DM, and we'll get you over the information. All
Yes, let's
right.
go. Appreciate it. And wishing all of you success and happiness and fulfillment. Let's
Yes.
go. All right. Thanks, Haley. Have a great
Yeah.
day, everybody.